Hi, what here, and welcome to Motorsport Manager. We're going to jump straight into a new career here. There is some available content which I haven't purchased / downloaded. You can just have a single race. You can look at workshop content which I haven't done too much of for this game. You can mess about with preferences, which I've obviously done without you having to get bored by it. And then we are going to go straight in. So the aim here is to run perhaps 1, 2, 3 seasons at very most. With an attempt to try and get a mediocre F1 team to try and have a realistic shot at the F1 World Championship title. If we do succeed, that'll be it. Unless it's the first season, we might try to replicate it. Who knows? But it's very unlikely to win the first season. The only mod I've got running is the 2018 end of season update. It is 2020 at the moment. We're about to start the 2020 season. The 2019 update is a little bit of a faff to implement by the looks of. This is all from Workshop by this. I'm not criticising the developer or the people making the mods. Some things are just a little bit more difficult than others at other times. So we are going to turn this on, and that will mean we've got all the names of all the drivers from the end of 2018 season. It seemed a bit daft to go through the faff of 2019 when actually 2020 is about to start. Session lengths, we're going to run them short so that we don't have to have massive long episodes with a bit of luck. It does say endurance 90 minutes. I don't believe it takes that long for a race. I certainly don't think I have ever seen it take that long. Or perhaps that's... Sorry, I've just realised what this means. This means the endurance race mode, which is not what we're playing. Right, okay. So we are looking at short, which is 12 to 20 laps. If a lap takes a minute or so, you should be able to get an episode done comfortably in 30 to 45 minutes. Currency is pounds, date format is British. I am British, deal with it. And we are going to knock this tutorial off because I don't like it. Loading of assets. Okay, so first name, nice easy one, and surname. We'll just go, I'll make myself a bit older because I am a bit older, there you go. And we're going to be British. And all of these backstories have different feedings into how people view you and what you can do. I'm just going to go unknown so I don't get any bonuses at all. And I'm going to leave myself looking like that because despite the receding hairline, the fact that his face isn't round enough to fill this is better going than mine. Well done, mate. You automated image. Here we go. You can create your own team or you can play with an existing team. With this, you've got to bring them through the ranks. With this, you can jump straight into F1. I usually play choose a team, but I usually start right at the bottom. In fact, this will be the first time I've ever started in F1 itself. Single seater series, you can't do tutorial mode in these two, which we're obviously not doing, but also it is additional cost, which I haven't actually spent because, to be honest, I haven't really seen any interest in GT or endurance from my perspective. Maybe something I play with a little bit later on. So we'll select this. What we've got here is the choice of the tiers. So you got GP3, you got Formula 2, you got Formula 1. Nice big 3-litre V10s. Decent top speed. So we'll jump. Oh, hang on! It tells us the rules here as well. So if you do want to look at them, you can. Now the game starts in 2016. Long practice, long qualifying. And then this is all the other stuff. Now I'm not sure whether the rules change this at all, but whether my preferences change this. By the looks of it, it probably won't. Let's jump in, and we need to select a team. Now, I've pre-selected... no, I haven't. I haven't selected anything because I've got the update running now, the mod running. So it could be Scuderia Ferrari, who are obviously pretty good. We've got AMG Petronas, which is Mercedes. Aston Martin Red Bull Racing, which is Red Bull. Now all of these are pretty good teams. After that you drop down to McLaren, who I would love to be able to win something with, just for history. They are a decent side though. Interestingly, expected to finish behind Renault, which is a little bit peculiar, but that would be tight, I would imagine. So yeah, they fall behind. we then drop right down in terms of budget. So you'll notice we've gone from 260 to 250 to 220 to 200 to 200, all the way down to 120 here. Haas, the American outfit, takes that back up. Sorry, takes it down again. Sauber down to 100 million. Williams takes it up to 125 million. They are actually someone I'd be quite interested in. I was thinking middle of the road. So I was thinking maybe Force India. I was thinking McLaren I would love to do something with, but to be honest, they're so close, it's a bit frustrating. So I think we're going to go in with, we'll go in with Williams Martini Racing. Mainly because I've been in their hospitality paddock at the British Grand Prix. And it was fantastic. Back in the days of, I think it was Massa and, oh, what's the guy at Mercedes? Anyway, the name will come to me. So we'll go with him. What is his name? Wow, that's going to annoy me for quite a while to come. Okay, so we've got Lance Stroll and Sergei Sirotkin. If we jump straight into standings, we can have a look here and see that the person whose name I completely forgot was Valtteri Bottas. There we go. He is in here though, so that's all very good. This just tells us our drivers' positions, the calendar that's coming up, current rules in place, all of that sort of good stuff. Not really of interest to us because it doesn't really matter. So what you see here is it tells us that we've got 14 things that are important to us. Tells us what the forecast is for the next race day. So it's a nice sunny day down in Sydney. For qualifying, it should be race might be a little bit changeable, which is often the case. We're going to drop straight out of this and look at our finances. So at the moment we are developing next year's car. It claims that we're going to make 2.27 million per race. I'm not sure that that's the case. I think it does seem to be investing in us, so that's pretty good. So yeah, let's have a look here. We'll do player tells me what I've achieved, which clearly is nothing at the moment. And we've got all of our news. Welcome to Williams Racing F1. Welcome, you started here. I'm James, I'll keep you up to date. Thanks. Lance doesn't know who I am. He likes Sergei Sirotkin, but he wants the support within the team. Much the same from Sergei, but he thinks they get on okay. He seems to be more competitive. I think I've got a chance to win the title this year. I don't know if that's any realistic expectation at all. Paddy Lowe. Again, not sure how I got the job. I bought the game. We're looking to have a great design facility, so there shouldn't be much work needed there. On the car front, we should definitely use some work on our brakes. They're lagging behind the competition, and we could do with an upgrade. So we need some brakes. Report on our drivers. Lance is a low quality driver, potential's good, and given the chance to improve, he could certainly become one of our better drivers in the championship. Lance's fitness is his strength. He's also a pay driver, which is useful. Sergei is not one of the best drivers, and it doesn't have that much potential. Okay. Bit crash happy. Right. It's the start of the new season, so we need to clarify how well you think the team is going to do. Now I know that we don't have the greatest team in the championship, but can I offer you a little more cash if you think you want to avoid coming last? Can you avoid being at the bottom? There's not a lot in it, but to be honest, I don't want to finish 10th. So there we go. Right. Introduction to energy recovery. Oh, right, okay. Harvest energy is the race. Right. Okay. 3-stage qualifying. Okay. Full quali setup. Got it. Introduction to the pit crew. Rob Smedley. Been handling the management of the pit crew up to now, but I understand that you may want to take charge of them. There are 3 things you need to know. Every pit crew member has 5 core stats. Yes, they do. Stamina. Going away to a race can be quite exhausting. Right. In recovery. Right, okay, got it. Thank you. We've then got pit crew. So, I think it says he's managing them for now. Auto manage option. Automate the management of the pit crew. The mechanic you nominate to take charge. New contract and replace. I don't know. So they're being auto managed. We might take them off at some point, but I just don't think it's a necessary part of the game, to be honest. Let's have a look at our car. Actually, let's have a look at our HQ first and foremost. So, we've got a pretty decent setup. So, pretty much everything could be upgraded if we wanted to. New buildings. A road car factory. A test track. Yeah, definitely want that for next season. Okay. And then right, we don't want that. Upgrade buildings. They're all expensive. Is there anything, a few million or anything that we spend? Staff centre. Forecasting centre. Yeah, let's do that. Right, so we're down to 110 million. Great. Pit crew we're done with team. So in here this tells us all about us. So car is not very good at all. Drivers aren't very good either. Headquarters is okay. Sponsors isn't very good. Staff's okay. Mediocre. Pit crew best on the grid. Okay, we've got a good chassis. That's always good. We don't need to visit the HQ. After some marketability, let's go to sponsors. So all of our sponsors have got 21 races to go, so they've got the full season in them. So we don't need to worry about that at the moment. Finances we've already looked at. Let's have a look at our staff. Paddy Lowe's our designer. He's got a long time left. Rob Smedley is one of our race mechanics. And then Dave Robson's the other one. So that's fine, they've got a long time left as well. So probably never even get around to looking at those contracts. And then driver wise, they don't have long left at all. So what we probably want to do is look to see if there are any. So Robert Kubica is our reserve driver. And he's got to be better than Sergei Sorokin, you would think. Right, let's have a look if there's anyone available on the market. So availability specific. no, that's ability. Don't know if I could read. Okay, let's. I want them pretty good. Fernando Alonso becomes available at the end of this season. As does Daniel Ricciardo. Okay. Well, they're quite cheap. So let's just show all of them. Okay. So can we just scout everyone? Age. Here we go. So let's Bruno Bautista, Cameron Das, Fittipaldi. That's a good name. Could be related to Adrian Newey, so we'll sign him. Oh, we'll scout him, I should say. Right, okay. Then we probably need to go to car. Yeah, okay, car. So where we stand at the moment, we've got a good engine, right? But everything else is utterly rubbish. So let's fit parts and have a look at what our parts look like. Here we go, right. So brakes wise, not very good performance. Engines, decent performance. So let's improve the reliability on those. Everything else needs to be improved. So we're going to do rear wing first because its reliability is the worst. Rear wing, right. So within here, this is how we actually improve the components that we have. So over here is what we currently look like. So 717 up to 747. So if we did high-speed corners, we'd add 10 and increase the reliability. This has a risk level with it, so we're not going to do that. This is just as the red zone, and this is just as the build time. Okay, so we're going to do this one. Okay, won't actually improve it that much, but it does open up some additional things to do. Okay, so we're going to build that part. Excellent. Now you can only do one part at a time, which doesn't really mimic real life, but that's the hand we've been built. So we're going to go continue, and this tells us everything about what's going on. So we're going to finish designing this rear wing here. Right. But if we jump straight to improve parts, we can see that actually we've nearly completed improving our engine. Okay. So what I'm now going to do is I'm going to look at the gearbox. Sorry, the front wing is the next best. So we'll pop those on and they'll start to improve reliability wise as well. How long have I got? 11 races till the next day. Might actually do the gearbox a bit. Yeah, I think I want to do that lot like that. Okay, just to try and get these up a bit. So we're going to design the new rear wing again. Now we've got two options. So we'll add another 10. This is to our existing. And now we can add we can increase the max and increase the high speed corners, right? Once we've done that, we can start to do weight stripping. Right. Okay, so let's build that part. And then let's our mail. They've announced us. Criticise my inexperience. Even Chandok's getting involved. Did we finish that? Yes, we knew about that. Okay. Interview request. Accept the interview. Why not? You certainly picked up a tough task. Are you expecting to pick up many points at all? We're going to surprise a few people. Mark my words. Points are definitely on the cards. Decent finishes, but no promises. Yes, we'll go with that. Increased a bit of morale. 2 great drivers. Can't wait to see. No. Expect to finish 10th. No, I think we'll be doing better than that. We'll do better than that, I can promise you. There we go. And then you're an outsider when it comes to how did you end up with a job. A lot of luck was involved, it's true, but I didn't make the most of the chance. I bet the chairman of the event. Simple as that. There we go. Ooh, they weren't very happy with that. Okay. Finish. Continue. Just have a look at what's going on. Interrupt that there. 16 laps. Some rain during the race, which is great. I can take advantage of that if we time things right. I want to upgrade my wind tunnel. Wind tunnel. 12 million. That's a lot of money. Let's do it. Doesn't cost that much more per race either. Right. Okay. Can then go to car, improve parts. So where are we with reliability? Oh, it's 74, 82, 74. Take you off. Pop you 2 on. Just to try and get everything to roughly 3/4. So I know that's going to be a better rear wing, but at the minute I just want to be able to finish the race. That's why I've done it this way. So we've done that. Design parts. Rear wing. So again we can do that and we can do that. Now here, if we do weight stripping, what does that do? So I'd gain 25 in the high speed corners. I'm going to go with that one. And of course if we look here, it's telling us that we're actually improving now, so we're getting closer to average. We're still not there, but we are getting better. Okay. finished that, that's fine. We need to look at fitting the parts to the car. So they're actually the same. That's fine. Oh, we could have been improving performance as well, but we haven't, so we'll not worry about that for now. Continue. Let's get the first race under our belt. Okay. So, male, Enem Ahmed. Very good, basically is what they're telling me. Fine with that, another one to the list. Oh, so now we've got to pick our objective for qualifying and race. So if we can get in the top 3, Martine will give us a lot of money. Rexona will give us some, you'll give us some. 15th or above is more than that one, so we're going to go with that. Seems a bit strange to have it otherwise. Tyre selection. So we are expecting some decent weather, so if we take a good mix of super softs, yeah, we'll just go 5 across the board for all of them, I think. Now let's do that. 6, 5 and 4. Part fitting done, and a race. So so now we've got practice. What we'll do is we'll do practice, then we might call a end of an episode, then we'll put qualifying and GP in the next one. Select our drivers, so we'll go you guys, I guess, just for now. I know that's technically better, but right. So we want to reduce the downforce a bit. So to do that, we can give it a bit more of each. Tire pressure, leave them where they are. That. So if we do that to about and we'll do that. Okay, let's go. We'll take the practice session. There we go. Go. And you can now go behind them. 2 tips are enabled, that's fine. I believe spacebar is to pause. Yes, it is. Okay. I think we can zoom out, zoom in. left and turn the camera. Excuse me. So that Sorokin is ahead. And is behind Leclerc. Okay, so handling is spot on for Stroll, that's good. Handling is great for Sorokin. You want a remote angle on the wings, and your aero is fantastic. Why did that? Oh, because that's all the fuel he had. Right, okay. Didn't send them out with enough fuel. Speed balance is poor. Right, okay. So let's a little bit strong. Right. So the speed balance is very poor. Downforce is poor. Downforce is great. Right. Both really happy with their handling. So. What we want to do, I guess, is so if we do that and reduce the speed, I can't imagine why they'd want to do that though. Stints, let's put it on race trim, qualifying trim, and do 2 laps, there you go. Total estimated pit stop time, okay. Yes, run the same tyre. Okay, send out. We wanted more wing. See, and that's terrible. Can't be there then, can it? So let's try that. Stints. Race trim. Four laps. I'm going to send you out on that as well. Right. Come on, Sorokin. How do you feel? Okay, so we're in the ballpark of everyone else. Speed balance is right on the money. Well, I'm glad you're happy, Sergey. What about you, Lance? And he's happy with that. Great. So we're tumbling a little bit, but we are on probably worse tyres than most, I think. Handling he's happy with. I think Sorokin's setup's been nailed. And he's happy with his speed balance as well. Okay. So let's send you out again. So you're really pleased with that. Should we... take that down one, just to see if that tweaks it enough. So that was great, at 95%. Stints, we're going to put you on a race trim. Actually, you know what? Qualifying trim for another 2 laps. There you go. Tyre choice. Go. And Stroller's happy with the handling as well. He's still happy with his handling. It's a bit of a dull iterative procedure practice, to be fair. But he is getting faster. On green. Stroll, I think you're coming in after this lap. Yeah, it was great. Sorokin just went 13th. And we aren't pushing yet, we're just doing our normal laps. So Sorokin. Stays 13th. Okay. Okay, so Stroll. So was poor, excellent, very poor. So I think that needs to go even more. Handling needs to stay where it is. do that and see what happens. Let's do that. Okay, now you want to be out on the race trim. Question is, can Sirotkin get qualifying trim over the line in time? I don't think he can. He's a dot away, isn't he? It's really annoying. But he is very, very happy with that. So his setup is really pleased with. So we're just going to leave that because it's at 98%. We'll put him on qualifying on one lap, and we'll leave him on the current tyre, so you can just go straight out. Okay. Stroll. Right, you can come straight back in, Sirotkin, because we've got that qualifying trim up to level 2. Stroll's happy with his new setup and is on to a flying lap. Let's have a look. It's Esteban Ocon in front of him. Quite a way off the lead here. I think I'm not sure he's set to improve. Stroll might be because he's stuck behind Ocon. Yeah, he hasn't improved there. Sirotkin's in the fits. So we'll do soft tyres race trim. Okay. Hamilton's just being Lewis Hamilton, absolutely obliterating everybody. Stroll is a little bit closer this time, I think, but I'm not sure. Bring you in. You can stay out for a bit. You dropped another place. The guys on medium tyres as well. This isn't good. Okay. Stroll's now last. Sirotkin hasn't really improved. Right, so you're much happier on your... We're at 98% as well now, which is great. We'll stick you at that. Stids, Install on race trim. Fire choice. Have a new set. Go. Okay. So Sorokin's just put in a time 0.2 behind Stroll. He's a little bit, he's a tenth quicker this lap, nearly 2/10 quicker this lap. And then he's dropped off again. They're both happy with the gearing. He's still put in a slow time, Sorokin. Okay, Stroll, miles off the pace. Sorotkin's improved a little bit. Could be in at about 2.2, 2.3 behind. Oh, 2. Still too far. Stroll's in with a chance for half decent lap here. Could move himself out the bottom, off the bottom even. And he has according to that, but they haven't moved him up. That's a bit peculiar. Was that there last time? That makes no sense. I wonder if that's a bug. How are we doing here? We've got soft tyres, race trim. Race trim's not quite there. 20. Yep, you can get another lap in. Another 2 laps in even. So Rockin, I'm not sure you're going to. Oh, you're on the lap anyway. Right, okay. Right. Stroll. Bit in vain, we're not going to get there on softs either. Stroll's go oh, hang on, we are going to get there because Stroll's got another lap. Well done. And he got off the bottom. It was 16th and 19th. Stroll is on his in lap. Oh, and he just got there on the soft tyres. Missed it on the race trim, but can't be helped. There we are, 16th and 19th. So yeah, the times obviously weren't updating on there, but yeah, work to do. Need to get 15th to get some prize money, but not a lot, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, so let's have a here now. I'd like to save the game there, because I'm going to call that the end of this episode. Now the very next episode is going to be qualifying followed by the race, so I hope to see you for episode 2 very shortly. I'm What. Thanks again for watching. Hope to see you next time.